guys, right now I'm seriously in the most awkward position because there is a helicopter. Not because there's a helicopter, because the sun is doing the weird thing again. So now like my desk is white, so it's like reflecting the light, so it's making me look really bright. So I have like a pillow on the desk in front of me trying to like cancel out the brightness. So hopefully I'm not too bright. What is happening out there? Hopefully I'm not too bright. I feel like my face is looking a little bit blown out, but that's fine because this video has nothing to do with my face. Today, clinkle, that's not a word. Today I'm going to share with you my most used brushes at the moment, and excuse them because they are dirty. They need to be washed. But these are basically, seriously, the brushes that I use almost every time I do my makeup. Obviously not, sometimes I don't use all of them if I'm being like really quick and whatnot, but seriously, these are the ones. These are my go-tos at the moment. So we're just gonna go through them really quick. We're just gonna jump into it. I don't want this video to be super long like all of my other ones. So first we're gonna start, I think, with face brushes. I feel like that's easiest. So for, well actually maybe, no, we'll start over here. For my foundation, like all the time, it's not a brush, but you know, whatever. I use the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. I use this all the time. Like, my windows are shaking because there's like helicopters. I use the Miracle Complexion Sponge all the time. I do have the Beauty Blender, but I do prefer this because, one, because of like its price. It's just way cheaper, and I think I like it more. I like the slanted edge more than like the rounded butt of the Beauty Blender. And also this little mini Real Techniques sponge. I think it's called the Mini Miracle Eraser Sponge or something like that. But these are what I use all the time to apply my foundation. I don't use a brush. I used to use a brush, and then I realized that I like this way more. The finish it gives, it's just, I like the finish of it a whole lot more. Face brushes are next. The two I use the most for like powder, like setting my whole face, would be the Real Techniques blush brush, and then also the Real Techniques buffing brush, depending on how I'm feeling. Like this one will give me a more diffused powder situation. This one sort of like packs it on, so if I need to be packed on more, I'll use this. More diffused, I'll use this, just like a light dusting. Sort of however I'm feeling, which will depend on which one I grab. For setting my under eye, I've been using, powder just flew out of this. I use the e.l.f. small tapered brush. I used to use the Real Techniques setting brush to set my under eye, which totally works, but I kind of just like that this one's bigger, so I'm just like pat pat, done. I don't have to like dip back in a whole lot. It's just like dust. It's a little bit bigger, and I think I like that. So I use this all the time to set my under eye now, constantly. That is the only brush that I'm using. Next, for my blush, I use this Up and Up blush brush, which I love. It's just like the perfect size. I think it's the perfect size. And the taper along the side is perfect, so the taper's nice, the size is nice, everything is nice. It's from the drugstore. All these are from the drugstore. All my brushes are from the drugstore. So this I've really been liking for my blush. Also, can we talk about my lipstick? Isn't it so nice? I live for these colors. Like, you know, some people like really love nudes. No, I don't. Reds, deep reds, like any red. Not an orange red, but like a neutral red or like a deep blue toned red. Yes, I love reds and berries, but this is awesome. This is the lipstick that Taylor from Thataylaa made with BHüe Beauty. I can speak. I didn't mess up their name, I promise. I just cannot talk. The one that she made with BHüe Beauty, 1548, it's sold out now. It was like not permanent, it was limited edition, and then she brought it back, and that's when I snagged it up, but I'm pretty sure it's sold out now. I can't really be sure. But this is what I'm wearing. Isn't it? It's such a nice color. I think it looks so great because I have fair skin. I mean, it looks good on everyone. She made a color that would look universally good on like so many people, but I really like it on me because I'm pale, and I like a bold, deep red lip. So anyway, now that we're gonna move past that. Next, one more face brush. This is the Real Techniques contour brush. I use this for my highlight. Yeah, people use the setting brush for highlight. Awesome. I like this one. Like, I just like it because I like a lot of highlight. Not necessarily an intense highlight, which is good sometimes, but I like that this covers more area, and I like it. And it sort of like blends it down into my blush, and it's really nice. So this is the one I use, and if you don't like it, I don't care. But this is the one. And I have 2 of them, so yes, in case that one gets messed up or dirty or I lose one, I have a backup. Next are going to be eye brushes. So we'll start with this. This is the Real Techniques Lash Brow Groomer. This is their old one. It is a little bit dirty, but I did just use it. They came out with a new one that is just the comb side. It's not like this brow part. It's just like straight, and then it has the little metal teeth. So that's what it looks like now, so don't get confused if you can't find it. But this is awesome. I've talked about this before. The teeth on the like lash groomer side are just small enough, like they're small enough to get through your lashes, and they don't have those like thicker pieces on the ends. Like it's just the metal teeth, and it's perfect for combing through your lower lashes. That's what I use it for, and it's amazing. It's really great. I use it every day. These brushes I use, and by every day I mean every time I do my makeup, which is not every day, but every time I do it, that is what I use. Next are eye brushes, and then we're done. See, look, it's only 6 minutes in. This is not going to be a long video. So the 2 that I use, I want to say most often right now, are these 2, and they're also from Real Techniques. I got a lot of Real Techniques over Christmas, so I've been like using them a lot. This is the Deluxe Crease Brush, and then this is the Base Shadow Brush. Yeah, I remembered. Okay, so Deluxe Crease Brush, Base Shadow Brush. I've been using these all the time, especially if I'm doing like really simple makeup. So I'm just like, I'll put like a color in the crease and then put a color like on the outer, like the outer third of my lid. I'll just use these, and I think they're perfect. They give me like the greatest blended shadow look. Like I really like them. I'm a little hesitant to use this giant one if I have like really pigmented eyeshadow. But I know I use these 2 with like the e.l.f. Mad for Matte palette. And they're pigmented, but they're not too pigmented, which is nice, which I like. And I got like the best, like the best blended shadow I've ever done. I have the picture somewhere. I'll put it up. It was so simple. I seriously used 2 colors, and it looks so good. And I had a dark red lip on and a winged liner, and it was so good. But I use these all the time, constantly. And they come in a little duo now, so plus for that. The next one from Real Techniques is this little one. Let's just get this out of the way. This is the accent brush. I've been using this to highlight under my brow and my inner corner. I used to use something that it was also from e.l.f. It was like their blending brush. It was pretty big, but I like that this one's so tiny. It just gets in there so nice, like right in the arch. Boom, highlight, and I like it. It's very tiny, and I really like it. Obviously, because it's in this video. The next one is this e.l.f. smudge brush. This is one of their dollar brushes. I've talked about this before. I just use this to smudge shadow on my lower lash line if I just need to like and go. It can be a little bit scratchy. It doesn't really bother me, but if you have sensitive eyes, it might bother you, so just like a heads up. But it's $1, and it does the job, and I use it constantly. The next one is the e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. I feel like I talk about these brushes all the time, but if you're new, you will not have heard about these before out of my mouth. This is the e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. It is, again, $1, and I use this if I have like a color on my lid, basically, which is usually a shimmer. If I have like a matte color on my lid, it's usually, what I'll do is I'll put a color in the crease, outer V, and I'll just like brighten up the inner third or inner half or whatever with like a lighter color, and I'll just use my finger most of the time. But this one I think is great for going into like more metallic shadows, and then I'll spray it, like I'll wet it mostly just with this, the Milani Make It Last setting spray, which has been working freaking amazing for that. And then I'll put it on my lid, and it's such a great vehicle, and it's to get shadow on your lid, and it's $1. So if you're looking for something like that, it's $1, and you don't have to spend a lot of money. The last one, now that we're almost at 10 minutes, oh my gosh. The last one is this e.l.f. blending brush, which again, I use all the time. It has a little bit of a point to it, which is nice. It can really like, you can like wedge shadow in the crease, but you can also blend it out because it is a little bit fluffy. So it's very good at multitasking. So you can put it in your crease, you could put shadow on your lid, you could outer V underneath. You could seriously use this brush for your entire eye look. Like you could use only this brush. Obviously it'd get a little bit dirty, but it's very It's very handy because you can use it in so many different ways. And that's it. It's like my pillow. This is like a hot mess right now because the sun is acting so weird because we're moving into spring, so now the sun is at like different times of the day, but like the morning is it's like the only time I really have to film, but now the sun is like being weird earlier in the day, so oh my gosh. That is neither here nor there. That is not what this video is about. So these are all of my favorite brushes at the moment. Everything will be linked below like it always is. If you have some brushes from the drugstore that you really love that I should try, leave a comment below. Leave a comment below anyway. Like, let's just chat. Also, if you have like any video ideas, I'd be more than happy to listen to them. I'm always trying to think of new things to do. But that is going to be it for this video. If you are new, I'll leave the subscribe button right over there. If you are new or just haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It'll really, really help me out. It really does. Also, I'll leave my latest video up there for you if you are interested, but I hope you liked this video. I hope it was helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.